Hey, it is so good to have you watching. You know, a mentor is someone who teaches or advises a younger person with less experience. Some mentoring programs connect adults with kids who need guidance. You know, researchers say mentoring can reduce drug and alcohol use and violence among young people. This morning, we want to talk about an incredible program going on each week thanks to the caring congregation. You're going to love this story at East Ridge United Methodist Church. So glad to meet him once again, Pastor Ken Sauer. And the volunteer coordinator, she's the director of the whole program, Marcy Hall. These two have helped change the lives of many kids. Here's how they do it. Pastor, it's so good to have you here.
It's so great to be here.
I had a chance to hear you talk, and I'm like going, why haven't you called the newsroom to tell us about this story? And I said, you are coming on 3+U. You have got to tell me what your church has done in East Ridge.
Okay, well, the main thing is that we want to be a transforming center of our community. And the thing about the churches, and one of the things that they say about churches nowadays is if you disappeared, if the church was to disappear in the community tomorrow, would the community realize that you were gone?
And you know what? These kids that we're seeing on the screen would realize that they're gone. This is what we found on YouTube that you put together of a slide presentation. Tell us what you were doing, Marcy, please.
Well, we go to the hotels in the area. Some of them are extended stay, and we pick up the children, we bring them back to church on Wednesday nights, and we have tutors there to work with them with their homework. We have one-on-one, and then we do activities. We have a short little Bible lesson with them, and we're teaching them different prayers to say before we eat, and then we feed them. And then we send them home, and we look into their needs as far as they need clothing, and we work with the schools, the local schools that they go to. There's 36 children in one extended stay hotel living there.
And you know, these are kids that are living in a hotel. What kind of life is that for these kids? The playground is that parking lot. Right. Once a week, they get a chance to come to your church. Right. They get a chance to be treated with respect. They get love. They get help with their homework. Food, and they understand what a church setting is all about, and that may be their only family.
Right. It's an opportunity to find out that there is love out there, that there are people that care about them, and it's an opportunity to see something different than what they see from day to day, and also an opportunity to change and stop the cycle of poverty. We're talking about a very economically challenged area, and that's where East Ridge United Methodist Church, that's where God has put us, that's where we're privileged to be, and so we feel very blessed to be able to serve where we are.
You know, do the parents come, or is it just kids?
Well, in fact, this first week we have one of the parents coming, and our eventual goal is to get them to move out of the hotel, and we're helping them do that. We've had one family move out, we're trying to get another one moved out, because they don't want to live there. The parents may not have a choice at this point, but so that's eventually our goal, and we're getting to know the parents, and the children are wonderful. They're just absolutely wonderful.
You know, in the past we've done so many stories about the crime at these extended stay hotels and motels, and it's not fair. It is not fair for these kids who are put in this situation. And you know, we say it's not fair, but this is the situation that their parents are in. They may be in transition, they may be through a divorce, they may be through a job loss, but this is how churches in the area can step up to the plate. We talk about gang violence, get involved.
That's
Do something like this. You got the van, you go to the place, you pick up these kids, you bring them back, and what are you hearing from these kids?
Well, the kids are showing up, and they're coming back, and they're bringing their friends, and each week we're growing, and the kids want to come to church. And that's one of the most exciting things. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing with the congregation, one of the things we're working on now is to figure out how to have a shepherding program for each of the children, so that when the children show up to church, when the van picks them up, members of the church will shepherd the children, take them to their Sunday school class. When the Sunday school class bell rings, come back to the Sunday school class, pick the children up from Sunday school, take them in, sit with them in the sanctuary, so the children learn to have role models. So you were talking about mentoring. That's mentoring.
And they'll learn respect. They'll learn kindness. They can learn what it's like to sit in front of people. They'll learn what it's like for somebody to address an audience. I mean, these are all vital lessons that kids can learn. If they're not getting from their parents, hey, hats off to the church for stepping up and doing this.
We have lots of volunteers that are outside the church. We have people coming from the colleges, Chattanooga State, Seventh-day Adventist, And plus, we have lots of other churches in our area. Their volunteers are coming to help us, and they have joined our cause. So yeah, we have a large group of outsiders helping us also.
You know, it's all put together by a church, but it doesn't have to be religious. There's other messages that are here,
Right.
and it's just caring, and it's to show these kids, you know, build that self-esteem, build that self-confidence while they're young, because that's what you need, and that's unfortunate. And you know what? Most importantly, kids just need somebody to listen to.
Oh, I know.
That's
Yes.
all they're begging for.
I know.
Just listen to me. Don't offer advice. Just give me somebody
That's
to
right.
listen
And
to.
give them love and attention. They're a blank slate. And you go down to, if you come down, we would love to encourage anyone to come down, 4:30 at East Ridge United Methodist Church, and see what's going on and volunteer. And you will fall in love with these
And
kids.
it's only
They're
on-
so open to
Is it
love.
Wednesdays? It's
Wednesdays,
right
every
now.
Wednesday.
That is so great. And it serves only right now, only the schools in East Ridge. Is that right? So most of these kids go to McBrien and
Well, most of the kids go to Spring Creek,
Oh, Spring
but
Creek.
some
Spring
go to
Creek.
East Ridge Elementary School, or in middle school.
Right.
You know what? Hats off to East Ridge, and you know they don't get much good news,
Right.
but this should be such positive, and I hope the word will get out of what East Ridge is doing in the rest of the community. It's so good.
We're so excited about it, we can hardly stand
I
it.
think it's great.
It is just thrilling.
And when I heard
Marcy's
that,
great.
when you
and-
spoke at that Chamber of Commerce meeting, I pulled you aside and I said, I need your card, and we got you on. Become a mentor for kids. Come on. You want to help out? It's East Ridge United Methodist Church. It's located right there, Prater Road, 892-8451. That's 892-8451. EastRidgeUMC.org. 4:30 Wednesdays. They'll take you. They can use you, and so can these kids. All the best to y'all.
Thank you so
Great
much,
segment,
Jed.
man.
Really appreciate it.
Fantastic. Are you a
That was
preacher,
great.
man? You're good. Celebrating local volunteers. That's next on 3 Plus U. You are